Hello friends and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to learn how you can create a bar chart, and that is the most simplest form of chart that you can prepare in an Excel. So for that I have this simple and small table ready with me where I'm showing sales figures for different regions and I want to plot them in a bar chart. So for that what we need to do is first select our data and we'll click insert, and where there's the section of on charts we'll select the first one, that is the column, and let's prepare a 2D column, clustered column. We'll click that and Excel will create a bar chart for me automatically. So now let's go through what is happening over here. So this is the whole chart. Within that is the plot area or the chart area. On the left hand side this is the vertical axis, on below you have got the horizontal axis, and in between are the bars or the data that has been plotted. Behind that are the guidelines so that it will be helpful for you to see to which value it points to. So now let's see how you can modify this chart a little bit. So the first modification that you can do is you can change the color of these bars. So for that, if you click that bar, it will select all of them, and then you can go to the format data series window. Over here you can see that it is giving an automatic color choice. You can change it to either solid fill and select the desired color. So say I want to select orange, you can select that. If you want to select say black, you can do that as well, or any color of your choice. You can also give it a gradient fill, that too of any of your choice. You can fill it with a picture, you can fill it with a pattern, whatever way you want to show the bar graph. But for the time being, let's stick it to solid fill. So once you've chosen a color, you can also give colors to individual bars as well. For that you need to select that particular bar once again. So now you'll see that only this bar is selected, not the other ones. So you can give it a random color of your choice, right? Then again you can select this bar, you can give this a color, and if you select outside of your chart and again select over here, then again it will select every one of them. So let's give them a uniform color for the time being. You can increase the size of the bar depending upon how you want to show it, where you want to place it. So you can enlarge it, or you can make it small. So let's keep it this size as of now. Then next what you can do, you can give them data labels. So if you select this bar and right click over it, you can click add data labels. You can see that it has given labels to these bars. So what these signify? These signify the value that you have given for each region. So A, B, C, D. So you have these bars, the data has been plotted and it is giving a label. You can also show the labels as millions or hundreds or thousands depending upon how you want to show the data. But for that you need to alter your axis as well. So let's now focus on what changes you can do to your axis. So if we click this, you'll see all the options that are associated with these axes. So let's click this box, which is called size and properties. So here if these are like multiple line items, you can select that whether you want to see it as middle, top, bottom, but because these are only single line items, so it won't make much of a difference. You can select to which direction the text will go. So right now it's horizontal. You can change it to rotate like on 90 degrees or 270 degrees, or you can keep it stacked, but it's looking very ugly, so let's switch it back to horizontal. If you click this button, this will give you a lot more options which are specific to Axis. So let's open Axis options. So depending upon your data, it has already created the major and minor units by default. So it can see the major units are these differences like between these major points, so 2 million, 4 million, 6 million, and the minor shows the minor axes that you want to see. So let's keep it by default as what they have given. We'll not cross about horizontal axes as of now, we'll deal with it on a later video. So here display units, as it's giving none, so that means it has picked up the default that you can see over here. You can choose to show as hundreds, you can show it as thousands, and see, depending upon what you're choosing, it is changing the appearance of the data labels as well. You can also select millions, but you can see in millions that because it has now converted everything in millions, it's not showing decimals, so it is kind of looking as odd. So for that, what you can do, you can select the data, and if you include decimals in them, see, the millions is now coming as decimals, and even it has changed the data labels as well, which is looking much more neater. But for the time being, let's convert it back to 100,000s. Right, so that it's more easier to read. It's also, you can toggle on and off whether you want to show this label. So you can just deselect the show display units label on chart, and that will go away. You can also decide if you want to show the tick marks. So major tick marks would be these ones, 12, 10, 8, 6. So you can either show it in the inside, so you can see that it has created these tick marks, or you can show it outside, which is much more logical, and you can also show it both ways, whatever suits you. So let's keep it outside as of now. Now minor types, we were seeing that it had created some minor ticks as well, that is in between these two lines. So if you bring that also outside, so you'll see these minor ticks that are coming, but let's keep it as none for the time being. In the label, you can also choose what it would be the position of the label. So right now it is in next to axis, which is a default. You can choose high, then it will change its orientation from left to right. If you give it low, it will bring it back to left. If you give it none, so you can also choose this option if you do not want to show any label position. So this will make your chart a lot more cleaner. So it all depends upon how you want to show the chart. For the timing, let's switch off the labels. Then if we again go back to fill, now say I do not want to show any labels, so that means I do not want to show any axis as well. So where it's written as solid line over here, you can choose to select no line, and yeah, your axis will disappear. Now it will be a much more cleaner chart area, a chart view. So that's all from a axis point of view. Now let's see what changes you can do to the other elements of the chart. So you can see these grid lines or guidelines in the back. Now this one also, it's up to you how you want to show your chart. You can choose to keep it, or you can just press the backspace or delete button on your keyboard, and you can remove those guidelines so that you have a much more cleaner view of the chart. So that's how you can create a basic bar chart in MS Excel. Now say if you have more than one data to show it in one single bar chart. So say here I've shown sales. If I also want to show the profit figure against them, so let's just give them an ambitious number and say you want to plot these numbers as well in this chart. Now one way is that you can select the whole table again, go to insert, select the desired bar chart, and over here let's select the clustered column again. It will create another chart with both the data now, but you will lose all the changes that we would have done, and you have to start from scratch to make this chart. So let's not do this way. In fact, let's try to bring in this data within this chart only. So for that, let's right click over this chart and click select data. So over here you can see that it is giving a chart data range which is from A1 to B6. So this denotes this table. So it's selecting the region and it's selecting the sales. So say I want to include the profit number as well. So you can just go ahead and change this value to C so that I can include this table as well. Let's click tab, and now you have seen that it has included both of the data points. So it has included sales and it has included the profit. Now let's click OK and see what happens. So it is giving blank, don't know why. Let's give it a solid fill. Yeah, okay, let's give it a no fill. Okay, so you can see that it has now brought in that data within this and it is showing it as a separate bar chart. So you can also select this, right click and click add data labels to show the data view, and you can see it has already picked up the format what has been done in this chart. So I'll include the decimal values over here as well so that I can see the decimal numbers in the data labels. So it is looking much more neater. But because now you have brought in more than one item or data points over here, it has lost its ability to show or judge like what would be the desired chart title. So for that you can insert various elements into this chart. So for that, let's decrease this chart area or plot area a little bit to make room for the other elements. We'll select the chart. We'll go to chart design tab and click on to add chart elements. So let's give it a chart title. So we'll click above chart and we'll give it a title, sales and profit, right? Now because you have also brought in another data point with its own coloring value or color, you would want to insert a legend which signifies that what these data bars show. So for that we'll select the chart again, we'll click the add elements, and this time we'll go to legend, and you have the option so that you can place it on the right side, top, left or bottom. So let's place it in the bottom, which is the mostly commonly used area. So you'll see the blue bar denotes sales and orange bar denotes profit. If you select this, you can also increase the font size of that if you like. So that's how you can insert a legend. So you can also select these data labels and increase their font size as well. You can also select this axis value and increase their data labels as well, right? Now in a lot of instances you'll see you'll want to lower the gaps between these data bars. So how you can do that, you can select the chart area, or you can select the data bar, and you can click format data series, and here you'll see an option called gap width. So you can toggle this lower or greater to see what bar gap you want to see. So the more the percentage, the less width would be there. So let's keep it somewhere in the middle so that we have a decent size bar, and we'll give the same to this one as well. So it has automatically picked that up. So that's how you can create a clustered bar with more than one data point. You can also change the look and feel of the charts by going into select change chart type. How you can do that? You can just right click over the chart, go to change chart type, and click columns, and you can select stack bar. So you can see that you can also change the look and feel, or you can select another type of chart by over an existing chart that you've already prepared. So you can also go ahead and convert this into a 2D clustered bar, which is of like this, looks like this. So you can convert this, right, and it will retain all your changes that you have done. You can also select a 3D bar, and it will retain all the formatting that you have done over that. Yep, simple enough. So that's how you can create a bar chart in Excel, and I would urge you to practice this on your own, and do leave a comment if you have any queries on this. The more you will practice over this, the more you will learn, and keep experimenting with this. Thank you for watching this video. We will be posting more videos on different type of charts, so stay tuned for them. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, I urge you to do so that you do not miss out any other videos, old and new, and give us a thumbs up if you have liked this video. So till we meet next time, take care of yourself, and thank you once again for watching this video. See you soon.